everyone, Carrie here, and I just wanted to introduce myself to the group, more or less to start a dialogue and to make myself available to those of you who might have questions. Now, I love to be organized and I like to plan things, and I just want to make myself available to those who might have some questions about what to expect on the 27th, which is day one of the challenge coming up. This one right here. I don't know about you, but it kind of cut off on the bottom, so I had to sort of write it in there. I haven't posted my pictures yet, but I will, okay? I will. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. And I hope that you do too. And whether or not you post it in the group, at least take them for yourself. The importance of that is that you're going to be able to track your progress. We don't always see our results first, so a great way to track that is through photos. Again, if you want to keep them to yourself, fine, but I recommend doing them whether you post them or you don't. My personal goal is fat loss, so I want to lose some weight. I've been a trainer for about 8 years now. It doesn't really show at the moment, although it has helped in the long term of just kind of maintain some muscle that I do have, which, it's there. You just can't really see it because, holiday meals and time, and I just let it slip away. It just got away from me. So I want to lose weight. I'm about 158 right now. I'd like to get down to 145. In 8 weeks, that's possible. A realistic goal for everyone should be to lose 1 pound a week. So kind of based off the principle of what's healthy. And in fact, they give you your daily caloric intake. They gave me 1,500 calories a day to hit my goal. And based off of that, that's going to mean that I will lose 1 pound a week. So in an 8-week program, I'm going to lose 8 pounds, ideally. 8 weeks, it is, I just had to double check and make sure it was 8 weeks and not longer. So ideally, realistically, what I should expect to lose based off a 1,500 calorie diet a day is 8 pounds. Great, awesome. Now, I'm a cross checker. I wanted to make sure that that was accurate. So I actually used my FitnessPal also. What was I talking about? So that, but yeah, so what my goal is again, so I'd like to lose 10 pounds. I'm probably going to lose around 8. I won't be disappointed if I only lose 5. Cool. Either way, I have a plan. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about initially. And then I can make more videos going a little bit more in depth depending on if you have any questions for me. I'd like to make videos about it. I wish I was snowboarding right now. I've dove into the program and I like what I see. Now there's 2 separate programs, if you will. There's one that you can do in the gym, and then there's one that you can do at home. I'm going to be doing a combination of both because it kind of just depends on the weather. Sometimes it snows and I can't go anywhere and I'll have to likely do a home workout. And if you haven't looked at your program yet, do that today. The reason being that don't go into this blindly. Go in with a plan, okay? One thing I learned a long time ago is a goal without a plan is a wish. And it's so true. If you're not going into this with an idea of what you're going to be doing, it's a lot harder to follow along. You might get frustrated because there are a couple things a little confusing about it, and then you're more likely to just leave and not really fulfill this goal, that whatever your reason being why you want to fulfill this goal, and whether it's the year 2020 and this was your New Year's resolution, or you have a wedding coming up, this is me being accountable to me. And also, I have a little motivation of My husband lost some weight recently, and I made a promise to him that the next time he saw me, I would have lost and shedded some pounds. Because when he met me, I was a little bit more slender than this. And so, and just to clarify, I ain't seen my husband in a while because he's in the Navy and he's floating out in the ocean right now. What I see from the workout program, first and foremost, is that week 1, day 1 is back and biceps. So do back and biceps. Don't do, I need to do full body today and all this. Stick to the program. It's there, it's like that for a specific reason, and it's a reason that will work. I promise you, okay? If I was gonna program somebody, it would be very similar to what this is telling me, okay? And this is the gym portion of it. So the first 55 pages of this is about the gym, and then the home workouts start on page 56. So you gotta scroll down a little way. And that's kind of where I had more of my questions. But firstly, Monday, back and biceps. Tuesday is leg day. Wednesday, chest, triceps, and core. Thursday, legs and glutes. The fact that they have a quad dominant day and a hamstring dominant day is like, I don't know if they got in my head, but I fully believe that you do have to break legs up into a quad dominant exercise day and a hamstring dominant exercise day. And I love that about this program. If I was designing a program for somebody, I would have 2 leg days exactly like that. So Friday is shoulders and core. Did I make this? Following each day, you have cardio. Now, if you're on a weight loss plan, you have 30 minutes of cardio. If you're on a bulking plan, you're really not doing a whole lot of cardio. There's a lot of reasons behind that. I don't want to spend too much time explaining, but if you would like to know more about that, let me know, comment and let me know. And I will be happy to kind of get into more depth about why you don't really want to do a lot of cardio when you're putting muscle on. I have to say it is a little annoying to have to scroll through this. And if I'm on my phone, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So just really quick before I get to that, one thing I want to recommend is getting a planner. And on here, I'm just going to kind of write things out, or print it out, obviously, if you want to use all of your ink, unless you're at work, and then you can just use your job printer. So down to page 56, I see Monday, it's a HIIT workout. You're doing body weight exercises, and that's excellent. Kind of where my confusion was, well, for how long? Well, it says week 1 through 4, 30 minutes. So you're doing a HIIT workout for 30 minutes straight. To me personally, I'm probably not gonna go for 30 minutes straight. I think what I do, because essentially what you're doing is you're doing as many rounds as you can complete in 30 minutes. Me personally, I'm probably gonna break that up. Either I'm gonna break it up in 15 minutes and 15 minutes, or I'm gonna do 10, 10, 10 with 2 minutes of rest in between. If I do 15 minutes, I'm probably gonna do 4 minutes of rest in between. And that's an option too, right? Especially if you're just kind of starting out, break it up if you have to. And then let your fitness goal be that you could do the whole 30 minutes all the way through if you want to. Saturday, this is where I was kind of well, what do you mean? Give me something specific. If I was someone that it told me to go to page 56 and that was the home workouts and I'm sticking to page 56 thereafter, I'm not gonna know what they mean by active rest unless I go back up and look at the top and it says, active rest day. Well, active rest day if you're going to the gym, is doing HIIT cardio, but you've been doing HIIT cardio all damn week. And so, doing that as your active rest day isn't really ideal, okay? Also, it's, it's giving you options to do your HIIT cardio on a treadmill or an elliptical, but if you're at home, you don't have that necessarily. So you're either going out for an actual run, or you're going out, you don't have an elliptical. You can't really imitate an elliptical walking around the block or whatever. So that was a little interesting to me. I would consider active rest a walk. I would consider that, going to the park, playing with your kids, going to the dog park and, not just throwing the ball, but kind of actually running around with your dog, cleaning the house like a crazy person is active rest. Okay. I'm just saying, giving you some ideas. Now, if on a Saturday you can get access to an elliptical or treadmill, cool, do it, but get that in, get your active rest day in. And what I'm seeing here is that all Sundays are days off, okay? So if your team, no days off, good for you, but, it's so important for recovery to just have that time. So now I'm seeing week 5 to 8, it wants you to step it up a notch for your home workouts. So it definitely wants you to, instead of 30 minutes, now you're doing 45 minutes. Again, I'm probably going to break that up. I'm going to do 15, 15, 15, and whatnot. So I just wanted to explain that really quick. Again, I would hope that you go in and, being that you signed up for the program, that you look at what to expect. You might see an exercise on here that you don't know what it is. Now's the time to look that up instead of when you're in the gym in the moment, or you're at home and then you have to stop for 5 minutes to look at the YouTube video and your heart rate has gone back to normal and you've lost that window and that time of the intensity of the workout, because you're like, what in the hell is what's a bridge? Not everybody knows what that is, and I'll tell you, burpees, it depends on who you ask what a proper burpee is, okay? Are you doing CrossFit burpees? Because CrossFit burpees don't look like, a meathead burpee. I don't know what other ones there are. Anyway, or like a burpee that instead of going all the way down to the floor, like dropping, you're going down to the floor in a push-up position and then doing that. That's a lot, so you kind of want to determine then, what kind of burpee are we talking about here? Have a plan, don't just go into this blind. As the nutrition plan goes, I like it. It's pretty straightforward. When I look at this, I'm seeing that I'm probably going to need a scale to actually measure out grams. The reason I want to go ahead and stick to the One-Up nutrition plan is it is pretty simple. And I think I might have more success doing that. And also, I kind of just see it like my shopping list is going to be pretty straightforward. That's a whole other subject, you guys. There's so many things all kind of here for you. And I promise, it'll come together. And if you have questions, now's the time to ask those questions before we start on the 27th. I probably left some things out, but I just wanted to get this out of the way, sort of open that door again to dialogue and, why it's important to have a plan. Sweatpants queen. It is cold where look at this. That's me, y'all. So, let's do this. I'm pretty pumped about this, and I hope you are too. Let's hold each other accountable to what we said we'd do. One thing I did want to say, I'm not going to say it.